Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of the Run in the Paint podcast. I'm Miles, joined by Joey, Jackson, and Nick. We've got the full gang back together. Guys, how are you all doing today?
Feeling much better than I was on Monday. Glad to be back. Thanks for
Welcome
holding it
back.
down.
Happy the NBA is back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's been a rough. We've had no sports for 4 days.
Well, there's
Besides
been other
college
sports,
basketball.
not the NBA.
No.
Well,
Or
yeah,
Just
the
not the
NFL.
NBA.
Or
during
the MLB. Nope.
during the last episode, Jackson and Nick, weren't you guys? One of you guys were watching like a 10-minute car wreck.
Yeah, Daytona, there was a big wreck.
Yeah. And then
I
Jackson,
felt like a
what were you watching, Jackson?
I was watching the WWE.
Oh, that's right.
Monday Night Raw.
It was.
Dude, I'm so mad.
Troubling times of the All-Star break.
Joey, Elimination Chambers at 5 in the morning.
Where is it held?
Australia.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
That would make a lot of sense, but
They're
yeah,
bringing Josh Giddey out.
the NBA is finally back and underway, but that doesn't mean that during the last couple days between All-Star Weekend and when games have come back that we haven't had any spicy things to talk about. So to start the show, we're going to do a little segment called Do You Care? I'll propose a topic that has happened over the last few days, all these of the quote variety, and you guys, if you guys care about it, then we'll talk about it. If not, we'll move on.
That sounds very fun. I'm very intrigued for this.
Let's go.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about, that I'm going to bring to you guys, is the whole Patrick Beverley and JJ Reddick Clippers back and forth. Basically, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, JJ Reddick went on either his podcast or on ESPN and said
It was
first take, and basically said Doc Rivers does not take accountability, and he's shown that in all of his coaching stops. Then Patrick Beverley goes to Twitter and says, "This man Doc actually saved your career, started you when no one else wanted to, and you retire, go on TV and say that." JJ Reddick replies, "LOL. Pat, my guy, I had a 4-year offer with a player option for the same money to be a starter for a different team." And it just goes back and forth. We have guys like Austin Rivers, people coming up from the depths of the ground, like Spencer Hawes, who we haven't heard from Spencer Hawes in like 8 years.
What's Spencer Hawes got to say? What's he got to say about
legend.
I think Spencer Hawes was basically defending JJ. Austin Rivers was obviously defending his father.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, because...
And Richard Jefferson, I hear, was just caught in the middle because he's friends with Pat Bev and JJ Reddick. And
Richard Jefferson
from everybody.
Richard Jefferson was on Patrick Beverley's podcast when this was all happening. So, what do you guys think about this?
I think Pat Bev is wrong. I think JJ's right.
Pat Bev
is an idiot.
Pat Bev hater.
No, I mean...
What was the context of this?
Saying nobody else is going to start an 18-point-per-game sharpshooter is just stupid. There were plenty of other teams that would have given him that same money. And Doc was starting best available. JJ was the best available person to start.
The only reason I do agree that like he should have started JJ, but like he wasn't the best available. Like Jamal Crawford, but Jamal Crawford's like the best sixth man in league history. So like you're gonna bring him off the bench.
I don't know why my camera's going out of focus for the YouTube viewers, but Nick, you were wondering the context of why JJ was saying that, or
I was wondering what Stephen A. and his conversation was.
So essentially, they were doing a segment on First Take where the question was, in the Eastern Conference, are you taking the Celtics or the field to come out of the East? So JJ went on and said that about the Bucks and about Doc Rivers. And honestly, I agree. I mean, if there's anyone that's going to know, it's going to be JJ Reddick more than Patrick Beverley, who wasn't in the locker room really during, those struggles with the Lob City Clippers. But even then, like he was on the bubble team that blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets. So he's just doing this because he's now in Milwaukee under Doc Rivers and he's defending his current head coach. That's really all it is.
But you have to, if you're like a Pat Bev guy, you do have to do that. You have to defend your coach. So I don't fault Pat Bev, but I agree with JJ.
I don't fault Pat Bev either, but I don't know how much I agree with JJ because even if he is right, and I think he would know best, he has built a good reputation and like trust with a specific audience, but going on TV and like having this moment is how you lose faith in some people who maybe don't see Doc that way. Like a lot of Bucks fans, I don't know, they might be looking at JJ a different way.
Even
now.
Celtics fans, a lot of people will be looking at it and be like, "Yo, Doc's a good coach. What do you like? He was your coach. Why are you bad mouthing him?" It's almost like a Kendrick Perkins situation where you're just trying to make headlines and stirs.
And I am one of those people who JJ I trust his take. Like I think he's probably right on the money about Doc. And the thing that Spencer Hawes said, he was actually responding to Austin, who was backing up his dad, and Austin said JJ's best years were with the Clippers, and Spencer said that's inaccurate. But if we want to talk about someone whose career got saved by Doc, and then
literally you,
yeah,
literally you, like he had done nothing in his career before he ended up with the Clippers, and he got a bunch of minutes. Like, and since his Clippers days, he had one and a half good seasons for Jackson's Houston Rockets. But other than that, there's really been nothing from Austin Rivers in his career. And JJ Reddick, his best years of his career were with the 76ers after the Clippers, in my personal opinion.
He made the conference finals with the Magic, too.
I was about to say, I liked him in the Magic. He was crucial for that team.
Yeah, the only thing was Stan Van Gundy wouldn't play him as
much.
Gatekeep
him, yeah.
Because he was a big guy on defensive matchups, and obviously JJ is a sharpshooter, not that great of a defender. But even saying that he wasn't going to start anywhere else, like JJ's been quoted on his podcast, like when his first deal with the Magic was up, he had a deal all signed up with the D Rose Chicago Bulls to be their starting shooting guard, but the Magic matched the offer for the Bulls, so he had to come back. And then when that contract was up, he was all set to go to the Kevin Love Minnesota Timberwolves and start, but he picked the Clippers because he wanted to feel a relevancy that he didn't feel once Dwight Howard, left the Magic and all that sort of thing. So that to say that he wouldn't have gotten an opportunity anywhere else is just ridiculous because that's not true.
Well, Pat Bev was also, who else was he talking smack to? He was talking, Kyle Lowry. I'm like, dude, shut up. Like you're just, like Pat Bev is so irritating. Like he's not gonna get much PT for the Bucks. He's behind Dame. Like Pat Bev's never like JJ Reddick made more money in 1 year than Pat Bev's probably made in most of his career with the Clippers that year.
Yeah, very true.
Dude, he's like a chihuahua. He just doesn't shut up.
All right. Well, we obviously all find this interesting because I'll have a lot to say about it because it is a very interesting thing that at the end of the day really doesn't mean anything at all, but it's just fun to talk about.
Most definitely.
Much fun to talk about.
It's just fun drama between like a pundit on ESPN and a teammate or a guy on a team that's not the Cavs, so I find it hilarious.
Yeah. Moving on, the next part of Do You Care? Let's stick with the Bucks. Doc Rivers during All-Star Weekend went on SiriusXM NBA radio and said, quoted, "Personally, to be honest, I told Bucks ownership when they called me, I don't understand why you're doing this when hiring me. And one of the things they said was, well, it doesn't matter. We've done it now and we want you. And that was a tough one. That's where you had the hesitation." What do you guys think about this? Or do you guys care at all about
Doc's this? Doc's a loser. Doc is...
He wasn't saying because he was hired. He was saying, like, why did you fire Adrian Griffin? Because he said, like, why would you fire Adrian Griffin? Because, like, they were, like, one of the best teams in the East, even though their defense sucked. But, like, you got to try to roll with it.
Sounds like he's not confident. You want your coach to have confidence, like, but he just doesn't seem to have confidence at all. I don't know.
I agree.
It definitely shows how they've started with the Doc Rivers era.
It
Yeah,
definitely,
he doesn't.
it
I don't
definitely
know why.
sound. It definitely sounds like he's literally just saying, "Why'd they pick me to do this?" Like
He's trying to make it seem like he kind of saw it coming that they were going to start off bad or even be bad. Which, like, I don't know.
Well, when you get thrown into the middle of a season like this,
well, so
your team's on a downward slump already.
And by the way, I think the answer to that question is they just wanted a guy with experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, we talked about it a bunch when he was hired. So the Bucks, I believe they are 3-7 since Doc Rivers has been hired. And looking at the their stats in those games,
bad.
Their offense has taken a huge dip. They've gone from I don't remember exactly where they were when they did the move, but I'm pretty sure they were still top 10 in offense. And in the last 10 games, they have a worse offense than the Detroit Pistons. They are the 8th worst offense, but the defense, which was a huge problem, they were bottom 3 in most defensive categories. They have jumped up to 10th in defense. So that part has worked. The results have been very mixed so far since they've made the move, but I think that the All-Star break definitely came at a good time for the Bucks where they can regroup. You have Dame, who's had a rough, really first season with the Bucks, going into All-Star weekend and having probably the best weekend of anyone as far as winning the three-point contest, All-Star game, MVP, coming back with more confidence, and we'll see where the Bucks can go from there.
Yeah.
Final quote. It's another one from the Eastern Conference, and let me see if I can find or I don't need to find the exact one, but basically, Jayson Tatum saying in an interview that he feels like he is the best player on the floor when he steps out onto the floor every single night. Do you guys care? What do you guys think about this?
I mean, it's confidence. I like it. He has confidence in himself. He feels he's the best. So he plays like the best. I mean, usually every game he's arguably the best player on the court, unless they play obviously like the Thunder or the Mavericks or like the Sixers or the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like 90% of the time he's right about that. 90% of the time he usually is. So I like the confidence. Doesn't ruffle really any feathers.
Like, where does he rank? I'd say he's top 5 or 6. I mean, it's not in order, but Shea's above him. Jokic is above him.
I think I did this. I think he'd be 7. I think.
Okay, so
yeah,
Jokic,
but like right around there.
Shea, Luka, who else?
I don't know, but
in order: Shea, Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis. So he's probably 6.
Yeah,
Zion,
6.
Ja.
What is going on? What is going on? Anyways. I think that
there's no way.
Honestly, I think that that feeling or him thinking that he's the best player is definitely warranted because
he deserves it.
Even those players that we mentioned that are obviously better players than him, he's when he's had to play against them in the playoffs or gone head to head, he's been better than them in certain series and gone head to head with some of the best players in the game. Like, he went head to head with LeBron his rookie season in the conference finals. He scored 40s and 50s against Kevin Durant in the playoffs. He's against the Sixers.
Last year against the Sixers.
Yeah, Game 7 against the Sixers, 50 points on Joel Embiid's head. He's gone head to head with playoff Jimmy. I know last year was a major disappointment, but the year before the Celtics beat the Heat and he was a big reason. So against high level players, he definitely steps up to the plate and shows that he can be the best player on the floor in any game and in any series that he's involved in.
So this segment's called "Do You Care?" I do not care, but I do think it is perfectly rational for him and many players in the NBA to have that kind of mindset every time they step on the court.
Yeah, but if Dylan Brooks says that, we're gonna have a problem.
Well, there's no one better at being Dylan Brooks than Dylan Brooks.
That's true.
That ain't wrong.
That is very true. Like the way I was thinking about this too is like, okay, even if you don't agree with this statement, if the star player on my team doesn't have this confidence, then there's a problem.
Facts.
Yeah.
There's a major
Unless,
problem.
of course, it's Jokic, because Jokic just goes on the court thinking about his horses.
Yeah, the horses are the best players in the league.
I'm the greatest horse racer ever.
Right, but that was Do You Care? Just a few segments or a few
I cared
quotes.
very much, Miles.
Yes, very sure. Nice Coke. Let's move on. Moving on to the final, the final home stretch of the regular season. We're now in the unofficial second half, even though it's not really the second
50
half.
games in, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say this is more like the final third of the regular season.
This is what we call the home stretch.
With playoffs and all that, it's probably the half.
Yeah, so the final home stretch of the regular season. So I wanted to see. We each came up with 2 to 3 storylines that we want to really look at and focus on as we play through these final 20 plus games of the regular season. So who wants to go first? What's a storyline that you guys want to focus on?
Yeah,
all right, go ahead, Nick.
All right. I want to know, at the time of the recording, the West is currently the 9 and 10 spots are occupied by the Lakers and the Warriors. I think that is respectively Lakers then Warriors. So I just want to know, do you guys think that these West standings are locked into place? Like the top 10 at least, because the only outside looking in is Utah, and they've really been slumping lately.
I mean, the top 10, I think it'll stay the same teams. I don't think it'll stay the same order.
Yeah,
right.
I think the top 10 is locked.
I think those teams are for sure all getting in the play-in or the playoffs, but like Goglin said, it'll be shuffled around a little bit because it's so tight. Like 1 week you're going to have the Thunder in one, next week you're going to have the Clippers, then the next week you're going to have the Wolves. It's just going to be all flipping around.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a storyline we focus on a little bit, that top of the Western Conference. But really, the top 10 is basically locked in because the Jazz in the last week before the All-Star break lost, I believe, twice to the Warriors and also lost to the Lakers. The two teams they're fighting for in this spot. So it's not looking good. And the Jackson's Rockets were looking good for a while.
No, they weren't. Never. They looked good the first 10 games of the season. That's it. They've looked awful. They've looked terrible. I don't want to hear it. I don't want it. Have you watched every game? No, I have.
Jazz lost 8 of 10. 8
of 10. Terrible.
8 of 10 they've lost going into All-Star break. Oof.
Yeah, that's not good.
Dude, the Rockets right now have a positive point differential, and they're the 12th seed. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
For them to be in that area.
Well, we haven't played any good teams.
They're irrelevant.
Yeah, very true. But
next.
Moving on. Next. What's the next storyline?
I got one more.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh.
Right. Are the Dallas Mavericks conference finals contenders?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
They lack defense. PJ Washington doesn't play defense. Luka doesn't play defense. Kyrie doesn't play defense.
They do indeed lack defense. I cannot disagree with that.
And that's the thing in the playoffs. You need defense.
You do need defense in the playoffs. He's 2 for 2.
He's 2 for 2.
I
don't know much about playoffs. I haven't watched the playoffs in a while.
At least watching like how Kyrie was in Cleveland, like his defense stunk during the regular season, but he always turned it up in the playoffs. I'm just that's like the hope for the Mavericks, that they all turn it up a notch, obviously during the playoffs. But it is a big concern. But I believe in them. I love Luka. I love
Kyrie.
I'm big fans of the Mavs.
Miles, what do you think?
Also had other people to shield him on defense.
The teams that are in that really 6 to 9, 10 range, if they make it into the playoffs,
say the Warriors.
I will say the Warriors. Can never count out Steph Curry. But for all those teams, it's all going to come down to getting the right matchups and getting the right seedings. And luckily for these teams in the West, the top of the West is shifting every single day. So let's just say if the Mavericks stay in 7, where they are right now, and the standings get jumbled up a little bit, and in the first round they play the Thunder, which I think they could win.
The Thunder are beating them.
No, I think the Mavericks definitely have a shot.
But you know what? They would get wrecked by the Timberwolves. I think they would probably lose to the Clippers.
If they play,
Denver's not a good
to the
matchup.
Clippers.
I think they'd have a shot against the Timberwolves and the Thunder.
I don't know about the Timberwolves, but the Thunder I could see.
Why not? Why not the Timberwolves though?
I think the Timberwolves have too much size.
They have
no length. They have no length.
PJ Washington's gonna get babied by Cat. Derek Lively is still not he's not there yet. He's not gonna be able to guard.
Plus, okay,
and
Luke
is gonna turn up.
Luka and Kyrie can be guarded by Ant and McDaniels.
Rudy Gobert has to show me something in the playoffs for me to trust him.
He's having a great year. He has
great years in every single regular season. He's had great regular seasons for the past 5 to 6 years. He's a future Hall of Famer just based off of the regular season, and he's lost his team series in the playoffs. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. Yes, Jackson.
Okay, so just hypothetical. If Rudy Gobert gets played off the floor, they have a big right behind him who's still versatile, who can play some defense, or they can move Cat to the 5. They can run Nas and Cat together. I mean, they have the size off the bench. Not many other teams have that size.
I'm with Miles on this. Timberwolves, I think
I
like what he's saying. I just don't trust it with the Wolves. Like outside of Ant, Ant and Conley, I don't trust the rest of that team in the playoffs.
No, it's not like Towns has been a good playoff performer in his career either. Like you're asking for, potentially Naz Reid to be one of your better bigs your best big in a series.
Listen, we were talking about the Mavericks. Now we're talking about the Wolves.
Okay.
But you asked why the Wolves. Okay.
Mavericks.
I'm just saying the Mavericks, if they have a path that is the Thunder and then the Timberwolves in the first 2 rounds, they have a shot at a conference finals. But that's the only way that it happens.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
If they play, I agree. If the Mavs,
you don't think they could beat the Suns in a 7 game?
Thunder beat them too.
I don't think so. I think that the Suns and Mavericks play. I think they play very similar games as far as isolation goes, and
guarding KD?
I'll take the Suns players doing that more than the Mavericks players.
Agreed.
I mean, playoff Booker's a thing.
That's a funny way to get around the question, Miles.
Mavericks.
It's a really funny way to not answer what I asked.
Wait, what do you mean?
I asked if they could beat them, and you said, well, 1-on-1, yeah.
Oh, they could. I mean, they definitely could. I think the Suns have the potential to beat, anyone, but they also have the potential to really lose to anyone in this top 10.
All right.
Here's what I'm thinking.
The Mavericks go with Luka and Kyrie. They go with them two, and those two are playing on a level that they haven't played before together.
So they're just going to be the Pacers? Is that what I'm hearing?
I didn't say that. I said
that's what they're going to be, though. They're going to give up 150 million points a night.
They only give up 63 to the Suns at half tonight.
That's
33.
A lot.
Yeah, it is, but 33 and 30 in 2 quarters ain't terrible.
That's a series. That's a series where defense is going to be optional. I'm going to be honest.
You're going to get like 300 plus overs.
The Thunder are beating them if they play the Thunder.
I mean, both these teams are shooting over 50% and over 40% from deep.
Yeah, we're for the viewers. We are recording this on Thursday night as these games are going on.
I have a terrible headache.
Yeah, no, I think the Mavs, if they play the right people, like Miles said, they can make it. But
the only right team is.
But if they don't play, if they play the Clippers or the Nuggets or even the Suns, they're not making it.
If they play the Pelicans, they lose. If the Pelicans creep up, they lose to the Pelicans.
The Rockets could beat the Pelicans. Just stop it.
Actually, we're down 7 right now. We are down 7. How dare you? How dare you?
Who else has storylines to watch?
Interesting.
I got one. And it takes place with my Cleveland Cavaliers.
Alrighty.
Oh, boo-hoo, Goglin. I ain't talking about a storyline with the Rockets or the Knicks. How dare I?
No, we don't need to talk about the Rockets. They suck.
Oh, by the way, hold on, Joey. Before you move on, since the PJ Washington Daniel Gafford trade, the Dallas Mavericks have by far the #1 defense in basketball.
Oh,
that what,
one game.
Shut up.
Three games.
Shut up.
3 games.
We're going to revisit this in a week, and we're going to talk about it.
I'm just saying, in 3 games, they have the best defense in basketball.
I want to talk about the Mavericks next week, and I can't wait to hear about their defense.
1 game.
It's been 3 games. 1 is not 3.
Okay.
1 equals 3.
Yeah, like what is this?
And 3
Okay,
games.
go ahead. Go ahead, Joey.
All right, so dealing with our hometown Cleveland Cavaliers. If the Cavs make it at least past the first round of the playoffs, do you think Donovan Mitchell resigns in the offseason?
I think he resigns if they don't.
I can answer this. Hell no.
He's saying no. Nick's gonna say no.
Nick, no, I know Nick said no.
Nick's an idiot. No, because Nick's a loser.
No, because Nick lives in reality. What you guys are on a different planet. The reality is he's not going to resign.
I think he's living in a scared world that doesn't want to believe that a star would resign.
During the 3-point contest and not resign to play with Money Merrill anymore.
Bro, it takes a special individual to want to win a championship in Cleveland. And, you know, LeBron was from Akron.
Oh, my God. Okay, so?
Donovan's from Jersey. And the Knicks are great. The Nets are GFF, as we know. I don't see him going there, but I mean, he could get a cooking with McCall and Cam if we really.
What?
It's not out of the question.
No, it is.
Wait. So the question is, if they make it out of the first round,
if they have another first round exit, I'll even say I don't think Donovan Mitchell resigns.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if they make it past the first round, I think he resigns.
I think that's not even a question. I think that if they flame out in the first round, or can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Joey's just frozen on my screen.
I'm just pissed off now. Nick pissed me off.
No, I think if there's another first round playoff exit, then a lot of changes are probably going to happen with the Cavs organization. But with the way
a lot of changes happen this year on the roster
as Joey leaves, to get better.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
I don't know.
So if it doesn't work this year, then then Donovan is going to leave.
If it's not gonna not work this year in the first round, there's especially if they stay in the second seed. There's a very low chance, unless you get the Heat in the first round, there's a very low chance that you're going to have that happen in the first round.
I can't believe he
said,
because Donovan Mitchell's from New Jersey. Okay, so if everyone just went back to their hometown team, Steph Curry's coming to play for the Cavs because he was born here.
I think the thing with Donovan Mitchell too, and what makes it harder for him to go to any other team now, is that his best chance to win as far as fit goes would be the Cleveland Cavaliers, because the New York Knicks, that's a team where there'd only be one basketball. You're going to ask Brunson, Mitchell, and Randall to share it.
No, you're getting rid of Julius. Get rid of Julius.
I don't know how they would do it though. There's not really a way to do it, as Dallas
trade him to the Guangdong Tigers.
Dallas says Donovan Mitchell's staying.
Trade Julius to the Guangdong Tigers for a bag of chips and a box of bricks.
We'll see what happens, but
problem solved.
I know how you feel about it, Nick, but I had to ask because I'm very worried about it.
Okay. Well, you should be.
Interesting.
I have one.
Let's hear it.
Do we think that the Nets should build around a 27 turning 28-year-old player?
GFF.
In Mikal Bridges.
GFF.
That's just me.
They will, but it's not going to work because they're GFF.
No, I think they should. I think they should tank and get some draft picks.
They're not going to do it though.
They're
going to build around Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson and.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
Nobody, Ben Simmons, but.
I don't know why they didn't do that at the deadline. They should have.
You did not just bring up Ben like that.
There were offers on the table.
We'll see. I think maybe the new change in head coaches will open up things more for Cam Thomas.
Kevin Ollie, baby.
But like, okay, if you go into the playoffs, Cam Thomas can't win you a playoff series by himself. I mean, if he has a little bit of help from Macau, but he's not winning you a playoff series.
Cam Thomas isn't winning. All right, we'll see about
series.
Well,
by himself, okay, he goes up against.
No, I'm capping.
He has the like archetype that would be able to win you a playoff game. He does.
A game, but he's not winning you a series.
Not winning you
4 in a row.
No,
he's not winning you the finals.
Interesting.
If the Nets ever win the finals in my lifetime, I'm gonna lose it. I will get a tattoo of GFF on my arm.
The Browns win and if the Browns win the Super Bowl, I might have to get Myles Garrett face tattooed on me. I swear.
If the Browns win the Super Bowl, Cleveland will be burned to the ground.
I think the purge might start.
Again, you guys just don't live in reality.
What do you mean?
Hey, listen, if they want to tank, if they want to like just tank for some good first round picks, I'll take it. They could take the next 3 years if they really want. Guess who those picks are going to?
The Nets stink. They have no direction. It's just a mess.
They're going to the Rockets.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, I mean, if they want to tank, be my guest. If they want to build around Macau and keep losing, I'm here for it.
I gotta imagine that's probably one of the only things keeping them from doing that, or that kept them from doing that at the deadline here.
What?
Trading.
The fact they don't want Houston to have good picks of theirs.
Oh, we offered them all their picks back for Macau. They're stupid.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
They're stupid.
It'll be a interesting off season for them.
And by the way, I've been saying that they were stupid, and
we probably offered them jail, and that was the problem.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That's right, Dallas. You tell him.
It's not even Dallas. It's the other dog. He's just coming in the kitchen, looking at me, and just barking for no reason. No one's outside. He's nowhere near the window. Like,
okay, as we're talking about teams, that are mid and going down into the area of being bad, I've got a storyline. Who's gonna get the worst record in basketball?
Wizards.
Who is gonna do it? It is close. The Wizards. Well, because the Pistons won a few games before the All-Star break, the Wizards are now only one game ahead of the Pistons in the standings, and the Spurs have been awful too. The Blazers are falling. The Hornets were going to be with them, but Trey Mann and Vasily Micic are like the best thing to happen to that organization.
And Bridges has been playing out of his mind. Let's not.
Yeah, but he's been there though. It's been because of Trey.
Yeah, but he had like back-to-back 40-point games.
As long as the Wizards have Jordan Poole, they're going to have the worst record in the NBA at the end of the year.
Dude, we need
Jordan
to
Poole
we
is
need
not
to
the
clip
only
in,
problem.
We need to clip in the short in the first ever episode when Joey had the Wizards at like the 10th seed because I am really high on Jordan Poole.
I take it all back. That was because I had him on my fantasy team. He started doing dog water. I traded him away, and ever since then, my opinion has been
I think
reconstructed.
He came to me.
Spurs. I think the Spurs are going to have the worst record.
I think it's going to be the Wizards. The Wizards are awful. Especially after trading away Big Gafford, too. Ugh.
The Spurs are in the West. They're probably going to shut down, Wemby at some point.
What? They're just he's been
you think they're going to play him
the whole season? Yes. Why would they play him?
All right, well then
he's only playing 25 minutes a night. It's not like
he might be. He's probably one of the players who are less likely to be on the court for different reasons towards the end of the season.
I think I'll go Wizards.
Thank you.
I'll go Wizards. It'd be funny too. The Pistons have the 27-game losing streak or whatever it was, and not have the worst record. Even though I think that's actually happened before. Like in I want to say it was the 2013-14 season the trust the process Sixers had like a 25-game losing streak, but it was the Bucks that had the worst record in their first year with Giannis and Middleton.
That's double Doc Rivers right there. Unless he was still with the Celtics.
It was like no, that was Lob City.
Oh, Clippers, yeah, duh. Sorry.
That goes to my point. I have another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another. Can the Philadelphia 76ers win a first-round series with straight off of injury Joel Embiid? Right back from injury Joel Embiid.
That is a good one.
So
they're the 5th seed, so they would play the Knicks right now.
This also, I had another point of like, are the Sixers in danger of falling to the play-in? Which fits
very much. They're only 2 games out.
I would have
like dangerously close.
I would have that question as plus money right now. I'd probably have it as like plus 250 or something.
Yeah.
And the way it's looking now, it's going to be a 1-game difference by the time this video comes out, because the Pacers they're going to beat the Pistons most likely in the 4th quarter, and the Sixers are going to lose to the Knicks. So it'll be a 1-game difference probably. So they definitely could fall to a play-in. The play-in.
And then Miami and Orlando are only a game and a half behind.
Orlando Magic.
I just said their name.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did say their name.
You have to.
Okay, so say they drop. If even best case scenario right now, I'm thinking is they drop to the 6th. We'd get probably Milwaukee versus them or Cleveland versus them.
Ooh, very interesting.
Milwaukee is shutting them down. Put Giannis on him. It's over.
Yeah, I should have mentioned during our Caps thing. I also, if it happens where the Sixers fall to 7 and we lose to the Sixers in 7 games, I'm okay, because the Sixers are a 3-seed caliber team.
Oh well, then Donovan's leaving.
Donovan's he's gonna go to Philly. They got a lot of cap space.
Dude,
right.
If he went to Philly, he would be enemy number 1 in Cleveland. If they beat us and then he goes right to Philly. Oh.
After Kevin Durant did it before to you guys.
Hey.
Not having that.
Join a winner.
What happened.
But no, I think the Sixers, they with straight off injury and beat, I don't know, because it's hard to like really figure. You know what? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm at probably not as well.
I mean, what's the best case that they play? They win the play-in, they get Boston or Cleveland, or they fall to 6 or stay at 5 and they get the Knicks or Milwaukee. They're not winning a series.
Yeah, they're not.
It's so unfortunate because less than a month ago we were like, this is their best chance to win the finals.
Oh, really? Yeah. I never said that. I never said that.
Well,
the biggest
it was.
I don't care. You would have been wrong not to say it, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, whatever, Jackson.
Their best is going to come next year when they have money.
Donovan Mitchell.
Stop, Nick, you are manifesting this, and I don't like it.
Oh my. Okay, moving on. Who's got another storyline?
I just thought of like, imagine if we trade Donovan Mitchell in the offseason for Tyrese Maxey and we bring him here.
Nick would probably have a heart attack.
Nick would be losing it.
That's probably what Nick wants.
Bring in Ja.
The first purchase of that jersey would be Nick.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey Cavs.
Okay, but
he'd take Evan's number.
All right, what's your other storyline, Goggin?
What was my other one? Oh, if everything continues to play out how it is today, everyone keeps playing how they've been playing the whole season, does Shea win the MVP?
Ooh.
And like records, like they finish as the 1 seed, does Shea win MVP?
If they finish as the 1 seed, yes.
Yeah.
But what if Denver finishes at 2, like a game and a half behind or something, or a game behind?
I think they still get it.
If they finish with the 1 seed, yeah, it has to go to SGA.
But I think that's the only way he can get. I think it's honestly dependent on that.
Shoot, I don't know.
If they don't get the 1 seed, even if they get the 2 seed,
no.
Even if they don't, he doesn't get it. They have to get the 1 seed for him.
If they get the 2 seed, give it to Jokic. You know?
Yeah.
If they get the 2 seed, it goes to Joker.
But what if?
I don't care.
No, shut your stupid trap. What if? I have another one. Like it's kind of within. What if the Clippers jump up to the 1 seed and Kawhi has an astronomical second half? Does Kawhi win MVP?
I don't think so.
I think it's the most wide open race.
He's got a better team around him.
Yep.
I don't think that should matter though.
What?
Kawhi has been the best player in the NBA over the last 2 months.
His case is weaker because his team is better.
Sorry, when I look at most valuable, I look at if you take that player off the team, what happens to that team? You take Kawhi Leonard off that team of the Clippers, they drop down to like a 5th or 6th seed instead of a 1 seed. They're still in the playoffs because they have Paul George, they have James Harden, they're a good team.
Let the man speak.
If you take Jokic off the Nuggets, they go from a 1 seed championship contender as like the Clippers, and you drop them to like a play-in. You take SGA off that Thunder team as a 1 seed, they're like one of the worst records in the NBA probably with the Wizards and the Pistons.
Yes.
Like there's no shot.
Yes.
You're real.
They're just as good as the Spurs.
Nope.
Without him.
They would literally be just like the Spurs with Chet and Wemby. They would literally be just like them.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's
accurate.
Really
you think
That's
Gordon
ridiculous.
Hayward's that much better than Chetty Osman? Fight me on that.
Devin Vassell and J-Dub.
Dude, if you think those two guys are on the same team, that's ridiculous.
No. What?
What? First of all, if we're going off that logic, sorry, Clippers GM, that you've built a great team.
No, it's not.
Like we're gonna fault them for building great teams. The Thunder have a great team. The Clippers have a great all-around team. They all have great all-around teams.
Who's faulting the GM? The MVP is an individual award.
Listen, you shut your mouth, okay?
If Kawhi wins,
it's my turn. My hand is raised. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, if you want to if you want to say Kawhi doesn't deserve it because he has a better team around him, then take away some of Jordan's MVPs. I don't care, okay? Because we saw that team win 55 games after Jordan left. If you want to go there, take away Jordan's MVPs.
You take away like 80 or 90% of MVP winners with that logic.
Agree.
Take away Barkley's MVP.
People
take away AI's MVP.
People look at like just a good season. My biggest pet peeve is like the MLB MVP. Shohei Ohtani is one of the best generational talents we've ever seen. But if you take Shohei off the Angels team, what happens? They go from missing the playoffs to not making the playoffs. He didn't deserve the MVP that way.
Oh my! Stop! It's baseball. It's different. It's different. Baseball is so much different because you could have a stacked team like the Dodgers. We've seen the Dodgers, and you could still have you could still lose.
I'm just saying. Look at the 3 words of that award. Most valuable player.
Okay. And it should be Kawhi if they jump up to the 1 seed and he has a crazy second half of the year. I don't care.
Agreed.
I don't care.
All right, so Kawhi and Paul George both have it. Who do you give it to?
Yeah,
Kawhi or Paul George?
Well, Paul George isn't Kawhi.
What are their stats? How different are their stats? Please bring them up. How different are their stats?
Done.
I mean, Kawhi shooting 60, 50, and 90.
Jordan didn't have Paul George and James Harden. I think that's a fair point. What? Rodman scored like 5 a game.
Those are 2 Hall of Famers. Are they not?
And you got 3 Hall of Famers on that, and the Clippers team too.
Actually 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Russell Westbrook. Dude. You're making your point even worse. Like you literally.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. The MVP. It doesn't matter who's on the team around you. It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
It just doesn't matter. Take away 2016 Steph then.
I think on the MVP ladder, Kawhi isn't as high as he should be. I don't think he'll end up winning it. I think that it's Shea, Jokic, or if the Mavericks jump up higher in the standings, then it could be Luka.
Here's my thing. Why Why is Donovan Mitchell not even in the race?
I think Donovan Mitchell's in the race too.
No,
this
but
is the same reason Tatum has 0 votes. Is because the Celtics are so good.
Yep. Best team
in
in the league.
Way better players around him.
If Kawhi and the Clippers had a 3.5, 4-game lead in the West, I don't think we would be having this conversation.
That's what I'm saying. That was what I said. If they finishes the 1 seed by a wide margin, and
no,
Kawhi
I'm saying at this moment in
That's
time.
not what my thing was.
Why are we not giving Jayson Tatum the same credit where you guys are giving Kawhi Leonard?
I never said Jayson Tatum shouldn't be an MVP caliber player either. He should be in the conversation too.
But you're saying if the Clippers go off and they have the 1 seed, Jayson Tatum's already locked up the 1 seed and the Celtics by like 5 to 10 games.
No, yeah, that is a fair point.
Like,
sure.
Why are you not giving him the same credit you're giving Kawhi Leonard?
I need a therapist.
I just think Kawhi's been better than Tatum this year.
That is true.
It is true. I won't even argue. I can't argue that.
That's why.
Yeah.
Some heated debates here on Run of the Paint today.
We can't talk about the MVP.
This is why we don't talk about the GOAT episodes. I heard that you guys talking about it on Monday. This is why we don't have the GOAT conversations. This is how it's going to be.
Because it's not even close. People are just stupid.
Who else
okay, next headline.
I think
does anyone else have a headline?
I need a therapist. That's my headline.
Oh my goodness. Mine's basically 2 through 4 in the Eastern Conference. Will it be the same thing it is right now? Will it be, or I guess the top 4? Will it be Boston, Cleveland, Milwaukee, New York? Jackson, you think the Knicks are jumping over the Bucks?
I think everything else stays the same. I think it's going to be Celtics 1, Cavs 2, Knicks 3, Bucks 4. The Bucks are dysfunctional.
I agree.
They're just but honestly, give me a second. Who is?
The Knicks are looking very good right now. I think they jumped the Bucks.
I could even see the Pacers jumping the Bucks at some point. If the Pacers get hot, the Bucks are in shambles right now.
There are 32 games left here.
Shoot, I guess they would have the tiebreakers since they beat them so much.
And they're only 4 games behind.
Breaking news about a player that we have talked about earlier in the podcast. Jordan Poole is coming off the bench.
There it is.
Dude, that's rough, dude.
The Warriors did the best by letting him go.
Think about does he have the worst contract in the league?
It's very possible.
Nick, I feel bad. Give me a second.
Think about it. He's on a max contract and he can't even start for one of the worst teams in basketball.
He's the worst fantasy player in the
Yeah,
Nick, give me a second.
Pretty bad.
Nick, check your phone.
All right.
I feel bad. Check your phone.
Oh gosh,
Oh no, tampering! I told you, Miles. Tampering.
We can't have tampering on the podcast.
Jackson has offered me a trade. It has come through.
Breaking news. We have fantasy trade news.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
for the standings for the 1 through 4, I think it sticks the same, except obviously I think the Knicks jump the Bucks, but I think the Bucks stay in 4.
I don't know, dude.
That's a decent, yeah.
I think like we were talking about earlier, the All-Star break, especially with Doc Rivers and this Bucks teams, came at the right time. They're gonna fall, and the Knicks are just on an upward slope, and in like a couple weeks they're gonna get Anunoby and Randall back. They'll finish out the season strong. They'll be okay. They're gonna jump to the 3 seed, but the Bucks aren't gonna slide that bad. I don't think. I think they'll figure it out at least a little bit to keep them at the 4 seed.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no!
I haven't accepted.
The trade has been accepted. I got the email.
Oh my gosh! As we were talking about the Mavericks versus the Suns earlier, the Mavericks.
I got you, Nick.
Oh gosh!
I'm vetoing this trade.
The Mavs and the Suns.
The Mavericks went on a 16-0 run to start the third quarter against the Suns.
Yikes.
They're going crazy.
Man, conference finals.
Hey, dude, Suns Mavericks. That is potential.
Kyrie and Luka.
I would love to see that matchup though. I would just love to see it.
Yeah, 7 games would be great.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have any other storylines you guys want to go over before we get out of here?
Just the trade that just happened.
What do you mean get out of here?
The trade.
Jordan Clarkson dealt back to the injured reserves for.
Listen.
Jordan
I
Poole.
told you.
Jordan Poole has been traded from me to Goglin, from Goglin to Nick to Goglin now.
Listen, I feel bad. I'll take him back from you.
That was silly. That was a silly offer.
Oh my God.
Jordan Clarkson was balling when you got him. Now I sold high, bought low on Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, you did. That's good GM moves by you.
I'm telling you, I feel bad. I'm giving him a break because he needs it because this team is awful.
Okay,
I'll give you an opportunity to give him back.
Moving on for fantasy.
Nope.
I have one storyline, but it doesn't have to do with like the rest of the season. It has to talk about more of the off season.
Okay.
What free agents do you think are going to go where? Because it has the potential to be a big free agent market this year.
Let's see.
Who are the free agents? We got DeMar DeRozan going to Philly. DeMar's going to go to Philly, I think.
We got Klay Thompson, Harden, Siakam, but obviously we think he's going to sign an extension. LeBron has a player option, technically.
LeBron is going to wherever he's going to.
Paul George.
Paul George has a player option.
Honestly, I think LeBron is going to go to the Sixers.
That's why I'm like, I think this potentially could be such a huge free agent market.
They filled up their off-season cap space because they are going to draft Bronny James, and LeBron is going to sign there in Philly.
I think that Paul George is more likely for the Sixers, in my personal opinion.
Ooh.
I heard they're going to re-sign him, though.
I think the Clippers actually will re-sign him, but if it's not, then he's going to go to the Sixers.
You know who's going to be on the move? Grayson Allen is having a great year, and Phoenix is not going to be able to pay him.
Their cap situation.
Well,
you got Bradley Beal making the whole city's worth of money.
I could see a team overpaying him to prime away from the Suns.
Drew Holiday also has a player option, but I think he'll keep that.
I think he might take a pay cut to stay in Boston eventually when his deal's up. I could see him doing that.
Yeah. No, there's just that's the thing. There's a lot of player options that are for like huge players that if they just say I decline, shit is gonna hit the fan.
Right.
Oh, I think Bridges is gonna go to the Pistons because they're the Pistons.
Yeah, we've been saying that. Miles Bridges to the Pistons.
Yeah, I see that.
Do we? So Tobias Harris is a free agent. Do you think he'll stay in Philly? I
guess
it depends on what else they do. It depends on
what
else they decide to do.
If LeBron goes to Philly, no.
I don't think LeBron's going to Philly.
They chose him over Jimmy Butler. That's all I'm gonna say. They better keep him.
They did choose him over Jimmy Butler.
That's brutal, man.
Philly has a ton of expiring rings.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have a boatload of money next year.
They'll have room to make moves.
I think they're gonna sign DeMar DeRozan unless they draft Bronny James.
Do you think the Nets make any big moves because they'll have a lot of cap space?
No, they're trying to rebuild.
I think they will. They'll go. I think they're going to extend Claxton because he's unrestricted. I want to say.
Okay.
I think they're going to use their brains. They're going to trade Mikal Bridges to the Rockets for all their picks back.
They don't. We're talking about the Nets here. They don't have brains.
True. And they don't want to help my mental state out. Fine. Just rude, I think.
Yeah, definitely a lot of names though that could be on the move. That's an interesting point for after the season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not really a storyline for this season, but like the longer it goes, the more speculation. Like things will happen, and obviously when playoffs come, if for some reason the Lakers don't make it far, the Clippers for some reason don't make it far, I could definitely see LeBron and PG leaving.
Yeah, could definitely
Plot twist:
see it
PJ
happen.
leaves the Clippers, draft Bronny James. Bron's the Clippers.
Could you imagine?
That'd be kind of
LeBron
dope.
finally teams up with his kryptonite, Kawhi
Kawhi?
Leonard.
Damn.
That would be
And
wild.
then he's gonna sign there just so he can actually take the 2018 MVP, which he very well deserved, back for himself.
Okay. Jackson, do you have a segment for us as we say hello to your roommates?
Hi, roommates.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I think the segment he was doing before, right?
It is the same segment as before, but it's got a little twist. This time, I'm doing starting five in the NBA, but by points per game.
Alrighty.
So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because this one it's a little harder, but I think I'm gonna give you guys, just like with the other ones, just 5 positionless points per game.
Have it jumbled up.
And then if you guys want, you can say, give me a position, and I'll give you the position of one of the players to help out a little bit, because all it jumbled up, it might be a little tough.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Do you guys want to do 10, just really quick, or like 5?
We'll see. Well, let's do 5. Let's do 5 for now, and if we want to do more, we can do more.
All right, this first one is very interesting. We have 21.4, 20.6, 12.9, 20.2, and 21.
What?
4 guys with 20 points?
Mm-hmm.
The Miami Heat. Yes.
Brother, how?
The Heat?
Because they traded for Rozier. He went from 24, now he's
Yeah,
because
they had their normal hero Butler and Bam, and then you got Rozier. And
that makes sense.
Who is the other one? Duncan Robinson?
Jaime.
Oh, Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime
Jaime.
I'm trying to think. There's plenty of other guys it could be.
The real Triple J.
Do yourself a favor, Jaime. Win the dunk contest. All right. This next one.
Good luck,
you have 24.4, 14.5, 22.3, 25.1, and 10.4.
Okay, this is gonna be.
This one's kind of tough. I know Miles would probably get it because he's Miles.
He's gonna get them all.
I don't know. I need to look at I'm looking at the standings.
I don't know.
2 25-point scorers.
The Kings?
No.
I'm thinking maybe Celtics? No. Jaylen Brown and Tatum and Drew.
I don't think you guys are going to get this one. This one is a real curveball.
Can we have a position?
Yeah.
Yes, you may. The point guard is 25.1.
The point guard is 25-1.
The point guard is 25-1.
Think about this. Actually, no, this will give it away if I say that.
Pacers.
Miles, these are the rosters you gave me.
Yeah, these are the okay.
Guys.
Oh man.
Nick, it's not Tyrese is not averaging 25.
Shut up.
Shoot, this is
tough. I'm trying to think.
Point guard averaging 25 points per game.
Would you like another one?
But there are 3 20-point scores on the same team. I'm trying to think of teams with 3 20-point scores.
Possibly Mavericks?
The Memphis Grizzlies.
Yup.
Yes.
I was gonna say that.
The Grizzlies.
Yeah, because Ja technically counts.
Ja, Bane, and
played 10 games. That's ridiculous.
I did include. So I did send him the rosters, and the Grizzlies. There were no other options for them at the point guard position.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Shoot. Darn it. All right.
Biscuit, man.
That's a garbage one. Josh played.
Okay. All right. Team number 3.
All right. Team number 3. All right. For this one, 21.2, 13.2, 18, 16.5, and 14.2.
All right.
Can we have a position?
Yes, you may. Power forward is 13.2.
Okay, I think we'll need a position for like each of these.
I want to know who's got 21.
Well, of course. Unfortunately, that is not how it works.
No, it's not that. He averages more.
Oh shoot, it can't be done.
I'm gonna.
The power forward has 13.
Would you like another position?
Yeah, sure. Give us a position.
Shooting guard is 18.
The shooting guard is 18.
18 on the dot.
Oh, could this be the Blazers? No.
That's a solid guess.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking like possibly Ayton could have that 20-point game, 21.
The Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know it had to be the center one, yeah.
I thought LP played full.
I thought LP averaged.
Wait! You thought LP
Who do you think started at center for us? The ghost of Christmas past?
I'll be honest, I must be giving LP too much credit. I thought he averaged more.
I did too.
21.2 is really good.
Oh, it's good for their position in the standings, yes.
Why?
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's enough Rocket slander. That's enough Rocket slander.
I'm just saying.
All right.
I need a second to gather myself. Okay, we're good. No, we're good. Okay, next one. 19.5, 17.5, 19.6, 22.7, and 10.
Oh, I think
I have a guess in mind, but I don't want to guess it.
I was gonna say I have a guess too, but like I want to hear a
you
position.
Guys can guess as much. Hear position?
Actually, I want to hear a position.
Yeah, let's get a position.
Shooting guard is 19.5.
Two guys averaging like 19.5.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can guess as many times as you want. I don't care.
Yeah, my first guess I don't think is right anymore.
I don't think so.
Who do you think it is?
It's not the Raptors, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Figured.
You're giving Gary Trent Jr. too much credit there, sir.
Well, that was before I knew it was a shooting guard. But yeah, no one else would have averaged that much.
Dang.
Shooting guard.
This is much harder than the other one, than the colleges.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This one's a good one. This one.
I think it might be an East team, though. I like where you went with the Raptors. I think it might be.
Nick, are you looking it up?
It's hard. I mean, I guess it is. There is a way you could look it up.
I was thinking the Magic, but I don't think the shooting guard average is like 19.5.
They don't have They don't have enough guys to average that many points.
They have enough guys. Well, that's the thing. I think both Franz and Paolo both average over 20.
So, though I think they both average like 19 point something. Or Paolo might be a little bit more. Shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
You get another. What's another position?
Yeah.
Another position. The power forward is at 10.
Okay, this could actually be really helpful.
Wait.
Miles is about to explode.
You said shooting guard.
I need to figure this out, man.
Oh man.
I thrive on stumping Miles.
You thrive on stumping me.
The one time ever it's happened.
Power forward. No, it can't be them. Yeah, it can't be them. Jeez. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be
This
angry.
This one's gonna surprise both of you, all of you.
Is it the Celtics?
No.
No.
No, that's
Just Tatum averaging more. I was thinking Jaylen Brown might be having a down year.
He is. He very much is.
Oh, is it the Bulls? Let's go!
You've got to be kidding me!
Let's go!
Miles.
You're such a nerd. God.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I keep saying it. I'm always taking it as a compliment.
All right. Which one's gonna stump Miles?
He's a genius on the stats, man.
I think I got it.
I just gotta use context clue. Oh, jeez.
No, I think I got it. So, 21.7, 5.3, 15.7, 13.8, and 22.9.
This 5.3 is going to be the reason we get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Who does really crappy in their starting lineup?
Matisse Thybulle.
Matisse.
The Portland Trailblazers.
Yes.
You're such a dickhead.
Wait,
Nick,
who
did you
averages
look that up?
5? Who averages 5?
Matisse Thybulle.
It was Thybulle?
He knows it. He looked it up. Look at him.
No, I knew that because I was going to draft him, and Miles told me not to.
Well, no, he probably does average the least amount of points for any starter in the league.
That's true.
Let me check.
2 times all defense.
2 times all defense. That's facts.
He's barely up there, actually.
All right, we're 5 for 5, man. I don't know if Jackson will be able to get us.
You mean you?
Literally.
Yeah, you being you.
No, Nick got us the Blazers one. I wasn't.
That's true. He's the one that said Thybulle.
All right, let's do 2 more.
Okay. Okay. No, I got it.
You got it?
First one is 22 points per game. Second is 9. Third is 14.1. Fourth is 21.8. Fifth is 17.2.
All right.
Oh.
Miles, better not get this.
Why not?
I'm gonna be mad.
Can we get a position?
Yes, small forward is at 14.1.
The small forward's at 14.
I hear Nick get this one. There's gonna be some funny business going on up there. Look at you smirking. You know it too. You know it.
Indiana Pacers.
I'm done.
There
I'm
it
actually
is.
done, dude. Dude, this is so stupid. How is this possible?
You're going against Miles. Everything is possible.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, where's the KG quote? We need that. Anything is possible.
Once we're able to have like a soundboard and we can put in effects.
Yeah. Oh, dude. That one right there.
All right. Let's think.
All right, final one. Jackson's got to stump.
Oh, this is a final one? Oh, shoot.
Make it a good one.
Many,
Stump Miles.
Yeah, dude, I gotta go get some breakfast. I don't think I've actually today.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah, it's like 9:30.
I was for the viewers, I was calling a basketball game right before this, so I've not had.
Yeah, go Ashland Eagles, baby.
Yes,
and it went very well.
I have a feeling he
the
might
sound
get
of
this
it.
one.
Jackson's
So
tried
we have
everything.
8.7, 16.6, 21.5, 23.9, and 12.7. If you get this one fast, I'm doing another one. No. What?
No.
I don't think that's not a horrible guess. It's
No,
just
it's not.
Trey doesn't. He's not going to average that much.
He's gonna average more.
Oh yeah, he's going to average more.
The Suns. The Pelicans.
What do you stop saying stuff? All right, that's your 3 guesses, Nick.
Clippers.
You can't say it. You can't talk anymore. No, you're not allowed to talk anymore.
Spurs.
Stop talking.
Magic.
Dude, I think that Pelicans might be right. No? Okay.
Nick, you're not allowed to say any more words.
Can we
I'm
get
gonna
a
keep
position?
going.
Nick
You would like a
excited.
position?
Let's get a
Yes.
position, please.
Jazz.
Shooting guard is at 16. Stop talking. Shooting guard is at 16.6.
Oh, it's Utah, obviously.
No,
We
it's not Utah.
Portland. San Antonio.
already
Stop
did
talking.
Portland. Wait, how many guesses did Nick have? 3?
Yeah, he's used like all of them.
Okay, I'll just do rapid fire 3 so then Miles can
No,
just use context
Well,
clues.
no. Wait. Shoot, when did I... Are these starting lineups updated since the trade deadline? I don't remember when I sent them to you.
Yes.
They are?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Because this seemed like a very Pistons starting lineup, but it can't be now. Because Bojan is off the team.
Ooh. Could it be the Knicks?
Brunson's way higher.
And Randall's way higher.
Yeah, Randall would be way higher.
Yeah. Luka's
Dude,
averaging like 30.
I've just said all the teams already.
The basketball gods won't shine on you.
I'm not gonna tell you if it's right or wrong ever, Nick, because you already used your 3 guesses. How much more time we given for this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know
Okay,
it. I know it. Wait, I have one more guess.
Oh,
One
yeah.
more guess.
No, you don't.
Nick, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Washington.
That's enough from you.
Is it the Los Angeles Clippers?
Nope, time's up.
Shoot. Wait, what's one more position?
Orlando Magic.
One more position. The center's at 12.7.
Yeah, is it
Not giving
the...
you much time for this.
No, it can't be the Magic. Okay, what is it?
It is the Charlotte Hornets.
Point guard. What point guard did I give you?
LaMelo.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
LaMelo's at 23. Brandon Miller 16. Bridges at 21.5 with a 3. Grant Williams and Mark Williams.
Oh, we need to have a cap on these. We need to have a cap on the games played that they can be in the starting lineup. Because the John Moran in this one, like him and LaMelo
played a good amount of games. What are you talking about?
Shoot, that's tough. All right.
Miles gave me these. Miles can't make anything.
Another episode in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did get an update. Oh, the Magic one. Crap.
No
but
D-Mitch,
Desmond
though.
Bain is going to return in 3 to 5 weeks.
Oh.
And Marcus Smart is going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks.
Will the Grizzlies make another run?
Stop.
That was our storyline, like at the whole beginning of the year. Would the Grizzlies be able to make a run with Ja?
I'm so happy I stumped you guys. Let's go.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know in the comments how you did. In the description below, we'll have links to the Spotify and the Instagram. Thanks again for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more NBA content. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you in the next one.